Let us start the class. Advanced Java. We have been talking about JDBC, the first topic in Advanced Java. Today we do programming. Okay. Today we'll be doing our programming. Yesterday I explained you architecture, JDBC architecture. I mean programming model I explained. Whatever theory I was explaining yesterday, with the program, we will confirm that theory. Then you will get more clarity. Okay. So that is the point, please. Yes, please. I have shared you one link, please. Later you can watch it. How to install MySQL, how to download, how to install MySQL, and then all that you can watch that YouTube video. So Ashok sir has done that video and I am sharing, right? Okay, fine. Question. Write a Java program to connect to MySQL DBMS. Write a Java program to connect to MySQL DBMS, or we can say MySQL DBMS. You can call it as database server also. First program, I concentrate only on connectivity. Connectivity only I will concentrate. How to perform CRUD operations, next program onwards will be doing. Connectivity is the main issue, please. You also download MySQL, okay, and install and write a Java program to connect to MySQL. Once successfully connected, 80% of your job is done. 30% programs practice will make you perfect in JDBC. Okay. So major story, connectivity only. So let us do that. Okay. Now I am writing the Java program. I am writing a standalone program. Public static void means standalone Java program. It is not an online application. After JDBC is over, I teach servlets. At that time, we'll go for online application, web application. So here, standalone application learning is not the intention. JDBC technology learning is the intention. Okay. I am giving the file name as connection application. I am giving the file name as connection application. Very good. So many problems, so many errors will come, this, that will come. We'll be solving them. Finally, we'll be connecting to the MySQL server. So, Java program always should request for connection. Whom it will ask? Driver manager dot get connection. Line number 5. Who is calling whom? Main method is calling get connection method. Not I am calling or you are calling. Who is calling? Main method is calling get connection method. So get connection is a static method. It belongs to driver manager class. I am importing this java dot sql dot driver manager. Finished. Main method is calling get connection method. What is the return type of get connection? Connection. Connection is also library. So import java dot sql dot connection. So get connection method takes 3 arguments. 3 arguments it takes place. 3 string arguments it will take. Second argument is the username. Third argument is the password. In this computer, I have given password for root is Ashok IT I have given. When you install, you can give your own password. So first argument is known as server address, database server address. It is called DB URL. It is also known as connection string. Okay. JDBC colon MySQL colon localhost colon 3306. Meanings will come, please. This is known as address of MySQL server, the location of MySQL server. If the DBMS product changes, this address will change. Okay. So don't think for every DBMS product, this is the address. No. It will vary. Okay. So line number 7. Who is calling whom? Main method is calling get connection method on the driver manager class. Get connection takes how many arguments? Three arguments. First argument is database address. I mean DB URL. It's also known as connection string. Second argument is the username. Third argument is the password. When this line is successfully executed, Java program gets connected to database server. When this line is successfully executed, Java program gets connected to the database server. Okay. System.out.println. Okay. So JDBC client means Java program connected to MySQL server. It is just a message, understanding sake. I am not performing any database operations now. So I am closing. No fool will close before performing any database operation. But first program na concentration is only on connectivity. That's why just connection. Just one more message I'll be writing here, understanding sake. Okay. Yes, please. So connection is closed. After performing CRUD operations or database operations, connection is closed. These messages will help you conceptually. Okay. Now let me compile and run this program. Let me compile and run this program. Okay. So here, if you already learned exception handling, okay. If you did not learn exception handling, just by heart these two words. Throws is one word. This is another word. SQL exception also library class. Java dot. Yeah. Somebody is asking me to decrease the font. Okay. So Java dot SQL dot SQL connection. SQL exception. Please observe in this program totally 3 library class files are used. Driver manager, connection, SQL exception. All these belong to which package? Java.SQL package. Okay. So individual importing is always advisable. When we use IDE, say Eclipse, you will see like this only. But temporarily to escape, there is no wrong in writing. java.sql.star. Not advisable in real-time projects. Okay, that's all. That's all. So line number 8. Main method is calling get connection method on driver manager. So in the background, connection will be established. So if connection fails, some problem, exception will be raised. Okay. So get connection takes 3 arguments. First argument is database server address. Don't think too much about that now. Second argument is username to log into the server. Third argument is the password. In my computer, when I installed MySQL, I did not create a user. So root is the main user. And password I have taken like that. So that's all. Once 8th line is successfully executed, who will be connecting to whom? This Java program connected to MySQL database server. Actually, immediately will not close, but you must close. Next program onwards, we will be performing database operations. Okay. Yeah. Java C connection application dot Java. Observe this message successfully executed means our Java program connected to the database server, MySQL server. See the output? JDBC client connected to MySQL server. After performing database operations, connection is closed. That's all. Okay. Don't too much worry about this place. Okay. Temporarily, just ignore it. Over. That's all. What is the file name of this program? Connection application dot Java. So next story, we will be performing database operations. Okay, let us see the next program. Write a Java program to store an account details or an account's data. An account's data means account number, account holder name, balance into the database. Please remember, I am using MySQL server. In doubt section also, don't ask me about DBMS products or SQL. You have to attend Oracle batch. There you express your doubts. Ask me anything related to JDBC, MongoDB. Okay, like that. Don't ask any questions in the form of doubts. I will not answer, please. Ask me JDBC doubts. Okay. Definitely learn SQL. If you want to settle in the industry as a Java professional, if you want to get the job, be perfect in SQL. But don't ask me any questions on SQL because it is not that batch. Okay. ask me questions on JDBC. Okay, so that is the point. So now the given question is, write a Java program to store an account's data into the database. Sorry, you cannot write the program now. Before this program is executed, we should do certain things with MySQL. Some table has to be created. Okay. So note, before writing and executing this program, comma, okay, the following things should have been done in MySQL DBMS. So if database table is not there, how your program will work? Common sense. Common sense. And some of you may be thinking, okay, sir, we don't know SQL, can we attend? You will be learning, some idea you will get from my class. But separately you have to learn SQL thoroughly. So many companies, candidates are becoming successful in Java interview. They are failing in SQL. Therefore, they are not getting the job. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to say, before we write the Java program, we have to open MySQL. So I am opening MySQL. It is asking password. Yeah. This is MySQL prompt. MySQL prompt. Some of you are asking workbench and all. We are not database programmers here. Which is convenient for you, use it. Okay. Whether you use client console, MySQL client console, or workbench, that is up to you. Our concentration is not learning MySQL here. Our concentration is learning JDBC. Okay? So now, step 1, what you have to do? Before writing this Java program, you have to log into MySQL DBMS. So you should log in. Yes, I clicked on MySQL. I logged into that. Okay. So how am I login? Very simple. Windows button. I typed in the search MySQL. It's asking. You may have a doubt. Sir, in our computer it is not asking. You should install MySQL now. Without installing, how it will ask you? How to install? Already I shared you in chat. Okay. I already shared you. Ashok sir has done one video on how to. So this is there, observe. How to install. How to install. Okay. Sir, when I am teaching, don't try to use your computer. It is not good for you. Not at all good for you. Don't execute the programs when I am teaching. After listening is over, you do it, please. It appears to be good, but I don't like it. Your risk if you do, I am no way concerned. Don't ask me any questions on while executing this happening, that happening. First of all, should not execute while taking the class. That's all. Ah. So here, how to download, how to install, sir has given you video, around 4 to 5 minutes video. Is nothing great, please. Very good. So now what am I doing? I installed MySQL. I am logging into that. Yeah. I got MySQL prompt. I am not using Workbench. I know how to use. It is my sentiment. We are not database professionals. Our concentration is Java and JDBC. Good. You know what you have to do? Yes, I logged in. This is the first step. Step 2. Step 2. Okay. Create database. Create a database. Some name. Okay. You have to create a database. Observe, I am creating. Create database. Some name. Some name. Okay. If you are developing a project for HDFC Bank, HDFC database. For which company you are developing the project, with that company name, I say. Observe what I did. Create at MySQL prompt. I am giving this command. Create database space database name. Create database. How? What is the command? MySQL prompt. Okay, sincerely don't type this one, right? At that prompt, which command? Create database, some name, HDFC DB, I said like. The moment you press enter, okay, so what happened exactly? Database is created. But you have to enter into this database. You have to enter into this database. How? Use. Command is use. What is the name of that? HDFC DB. Any name you can give to the database, please. So now show tables, some command. Observe, no tables are there under this database. So whenever you want to write a Java program to insert one record into the database table, don't write the Java program first. First log into MySQL server. After logging in, you have to create a database. Okay. So after creating the database, okay, enter into that database. Enter into the database. How? At MySQL prompt, you say use HDFC DB. Above created there now. So that's all. Now you have to create a table. Step 4, create the table. So data is stored in the table, in the database. So that's all. We have to create the table. But what is the name of the table and all? Just what is the given question? Accounts data. Therefore, my plan is I will create the table like this. Okay. MySQL. If anybody feeling you are not understanding this, I am not responsible for this. So our story is Java, but this basic required, therefore I am talking about. Okay. So don't ask me in SQL queries. Ask me questions in Java and JDBC. How to create the table? Why to create the table? Without table, you cannot store data. So create the table. Sorry, you cannot create the table without entering into the database. How to enter into the database? Using the command use command. Use space database. Before that, you have to create the database. Create a database. Create a database. What is the command? Create database. Database name. But you cannot create the database without logging into MySQL DBMS. That's all. Now I am creating the table. If any of you don't know SQL, don't worry, don't worry. You will learn. Happily you will learn. Create table. I am giving the command, observe. Create table. Create table. Name of the table is account. Create table account. How many columns? 3 columns. ACCNO, name, balance. In real-time projects, so many columns may be there. It is not a project, learning JDBC sake. I am creating a table with 3 columns. Every column has a data type. In Java, first you write the data type, after that you write the variable name. Okay, say int ACCNO, string name, double balance. Like that we create variables in Java program. Similarly, every column has a data type. In Java, first data type will come, later variable name will come. But in SQL, first column name will come, after that data type will come. Int is the data type. Some 11 digit account number I am planning. In Java, we call it as string. Here we call it as varchar. And how many characters name you want to allow for a customer? Bank customer, assume 20. Look at this. ACCNO is the column name and it is the column type. 11 is the size of the column. 11 digits can be there in the account number. Name is the second column name. And in Java, we call it as string. In Java, we call it as a string. In SQL, we call it as varchar. And I have seen people asking doubts. Sir, what is the difference between varchar, varchar2? Contact Oracle class, not Java class, or particularly me. Remember that. Over. So, varchar. It is similar to string in Java. Now, third column, balance. Okay, in Java, double. Here also double. Double. And money, Okay, totally how many digits? 10 digits. After, decimal, right? 2 digits like. So, 8 digit number up to that amount I am giving. Totally 10 digits. After decimal to precision is 2. So 0.75 paisa. So paisa will be in 2 digits. That is why that. I am not doing any primary key creation and all. When you learn SQL strongly, then think about primary key business and all that. Over. So now what I am doing, observe please. What is query OK? Query OK means successfully table is created. Successfully table is created. What is the name of the table? Account. How many columns? 3 columns. Account number column, name column, balance column. What is the data type of account number column? Integer. What is the data type of name column? Varchar. It is similar to string in Java. So what is the column type of balance? Double, similar to double in Java, decimal. That's all. Table created. That's all, please. Only 4 steps. So before you write the Java program, before writing and executing this program, the following things should have been done in MySQL DBMS. First, login, create the database with any name, enter into the database by using use command. Within the database, now create the table. That's all. Without entering into the database, should not create the table for that matter, right? So last step is create the table. So create is a command. Create table space table name and 3 columns. Now we are eligible to write the program. Let us see how many columns are there in this table. Select star from account. It is a SQL statement for retrieving data. Select star from account. Okay, so empty set because just now table created, now we have not inserted any record into this table. Now in the Java program, we'll do it. We'll do it. So now look into the program. Write a Java program to store an account's data into the database. Now let us write the program. Now let us write the program. Okay. Store account. I am giving the name as store account dot Java. This is the Java program. This is called JDBC client. You cannot communicate with database without library. First thing you have to do is make JDBC API available to the Java program. Import java.sql.star. Technically bad writing star, but no problem. Enjoy it. So what am I doing is making JDBC API available. Whenever you are writing a JDBC program, your first duty is make JDBC library available to the program. How to make library available to the program? With import statement. So JDBC library in which package? Java.sql package. That's all. So if somebody asks you what is happening here, foolishly don't write English like UKG student or first class student like. What is happening means not import reading. Na? It is not English question. Na? So you are importing means making JDBC API available to the program. That is the way to answer the question. Very good. Once it is available, let us follow the steps. Okay. Already this diagram is there. No? Okay. So this diagram we follow. Okay. So strictly we follow the diagram, please. Okay. So JDBC programming model. Okay. So one by one, we do it. All 6 boxes I will convert into coding. I will convert into coding. Tell me what is the first box? Requesting for connection. Requesting for connection. Already we wrote this now. Okay. Requesting for connection. Line number 7. Main method is calling get connection method. And how many arguments are supplied? 3 arguments are supplied. First argument, database address. But we have to perform CRUD operation. So therefore, slight modification here. After 3306, you know what you have to say? Into which database it has to be? That database name we have to give. HDFC DB. That is important. Because previous program, we are not performing any database operations. Therefore, database name I did not use in the address. Okay. But now in this program, we are planning to perform CRUD operations. So therefore, what should we do? We should write the database name also. With this, first box is over. Who connected to whom? Java program connected to the MySQL server. Very good. What is the next box? Creating the statement object. How to create statement object? By calling create statement method. By calling create statement method. Main method is calling create statement method on the connection object. Then what is created? What is created? Statement object is created. Why to create the statement object? We have to create statement object because using this object only, we can send the SQL statement to the DBMS. This is logging into the server. Second step is another object creation. When already connection object is there, why to create the statement object? Connection object represents only session, client's session with the server, but it cannot be used to submit SQL statement. That is why we have to create the statement object. Why to create? I told yesterday. How to create statement object? By calling create statement method on the connection object, we create the statement object. That's all. With this, what is over? Second box is over. What is the next box? Submitting the SQL statement. Submitting the SQL statement. So, whenever you want to submit an SQL statement to the DBMS from the Java program, we have two methods I told yesterday. Statement object has two methods. One method is execute update, one method is execute query. But in this program, inserting the record, therefore, statement dot execute update. Line number 9. Who is calling whom? Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. 50% of the people I have seen thinking statement is calling execute update. Blunder, remember. Not statement is calling execute update. Main method is calling. Calling function, called function concept in C, Python. Okay, line number 9. This is very important. Appearing to be JDBC, but this is object-oriented terminology. OOP concept I am explaining. A method is called on the object, but not using object. Line number 9. Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. What is the purpose of execute update? It will carry SQL statement to the DBMS. It takes SQL statement as argument. So look at the question. Write a Java program to store an account's data into the database. Account number, account holder name, and balance.
Okay.
Yes. Please be silent, please. Somebody talking, please. Okay. So now the story is, let me save this. Yeah. Query. I mean, what is the SQL statement here? Insert. Storing. Sir, even I told also somebody talking. Sir, questions and doubts I will not observe. I will give time. I will give time last 15 minutes. And somebody talking, I repeatedly mentioning talking, I will remove from the meeting, please. Okay. Yeah. Main method is calling execute update method. Insert into storing the data into the table. Command is insert. Insert into which table? Account table. Values. Insert is a keyword. Into is a keyword. SQL language keyword. Values is keyword. This account is the table name. Insert into account values. Now let us enter account number, account holder name, and balance. This is account number. Whenever you are entering the name, single quotes, comma, balance, say some 50,000. Line number 9. Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. This is very important explanation. Listen carefully. This is the Java program. Java program technically called as what? JDBC client. In JDBC client, we are writing this line. What? Statement dot execute update. Execute update. Okay, so insert statement. Observe carefully. Line number 9. Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. When main method is calling execute update method on the statement object, you know who will receive the method call? MySQL server cannot understand that method call now. When Java program is making the method call, the recipient of the method call, the receiver of the method call is driver software. So JDBC driver translation software. When main method is calling execute update method on the statement object, who will receive this method call? Who will receive? Driver. Driver will receive the method call. What does the driver do? It translates this method call into SQL statement. Driver translates this method call into SQL statement and hands over to the DBMS. So JDBC driver receives that execute update method call, translates that call into pure SQL call. Whatever you have submitted the SQL statement, it will send that to DBMS software, MySQL software here. Now, MySQL server executes this query and one record is inserted into the database. Now tell me, as a result of this method call, how many records are affected? Only one record. Okay, one record is inserted. Now, database server will return reply. It will give reply. What reply it will give? How many records are affected here? One only affected. But database server returns one to the driver, but that one is SQL type. Now driver translates that SQL type 1 into Java type 1 and it returns that as integer. What is the return type of execute update method? Integer. What does that integer represent? Rows affected. As a result of this SQL statement's submission, how many records are affected in the database? That number it will return. That's all. Okay. So if you observe carefully, if you observe that programming model carefully, okay. Till now, how many boxes over? See, first box requesting for connection is over. Creating the statement is over. Submitting the SQL statement also over. Processing and presenting the result. Processing and presenting. In this query, great processing is not there. I say system.out.println RE. Okay. One account stored into the database successfully. This is English knowledge. That's all. Observe here processing and presenting like. Now tell me, in this example, RE holds which value? 1. Because only one record inserted. No? In further examples, you will be understanding. More than that also reply will come. Once again, I repeat 9th line. Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. Who will receive this method call? Driver software, translation software. Driver translates this method call into SQL call and hands over to the DBMS. Now MySQL server will execute the query, insert the record into the account table. As a result of this query, how many records are affected? Only one. That one database server gives to driver in SQL format. Now driver will convert that one into Java format. It will return that integer to the main method. What is the return type of execute update? Integer. What does that integer represent? How many records are affected in the background? That number it will represent. Very good. So with this, 3 boxes over. 4th box also over. Data retrieval time, processing will be more. But insertion time, updation, deletion, great processing will not be there. That's all. Now my task is over. Once task is over, what you should do? Close the statement. Statement dot close. Then connection dot close. 7th line, requesting for connection. 8th line, creating the statement object. 9th line, submitting the SQL statement. 10th line, processing and presenting the result. 11th line, closing the statement. 12th line, closing the connection. Like this, conceptual statement you should be able to give. Connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection, not by hearting. Coding is important, but more than that important is concept. Okay. So the moment I say 7th line, this box, first box, you should get it. In 70 this box should be visible in front of your eyes. That is the way to learn. So line number 7, requesting for connection and Java program connected to the MySQL server. Line number 8, creating the statement object. Line number 9, submitting the SQL statement. Line number 10, processing and presenting the result. Line number 11, closing the statement. Line number 12, closing the connection. So let me compile and execute. One account. See the return type of execute update, that one account stored into the database successfully. But human psychology, we don't believe. Na? And again, we execute the query. Observe, we executed the query. Earlier, when I say select star from account, empty set has come. After executing that program, at my MySQL prompt when I typed the query, select star from account, see, one record inserted into the table. It means our program is beautifully working. Now, why to close the statement? Why to close the connection? Don't worry. First, perform the CRUD operations. Insertion, deletion, updation. First, concentrate on the task. After task performing very elaborately, I will explain very, very clearly. Yesterday, 50% I explained. With the program, more clarity will come, I told. Yes, when I explain, you will get the clarity. Don't think about that now. Okay, that's all. So this is the story of, answer to that question. Store account dot Java. From the command prompt also we can enter now. From Java program I entered, say, insert into account values, comma, say Rahim, comma, yeah. Yeah, 2 records inserted. Insert into account, just idea sake. Yeah, 3 records. One I inserted from Java program, 2 I inserted from the client, MySQL client. Okay, that's all. I hope you understood how to perform the database operation. Another 11 minutes I take the class. Okay, and after that, doubt session. Okay, let us move on to the next question. By next class tomorrow, I strongly recommend you install MySQL, write this program, execute the program, follow the steps. But you will face some problems. This not found, this not found, this, that it will ask. Then come back. I will give you the point. In my computer, everything is set right, so beautifully working. In your computer, it may not work. Okay. If you really try not coming, try to troubleshoot with Google search. If you don't get, definitely I will be telling. Those who just listen without execution, okay, it is a daydreaming that you will get a job. Whether you are learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whether you are learning core Java, whether you are learning SQL or advanced Java, only listening will never help you. You have to execute. Most of the people, they attend the classes. I, I pity them. I pity them. I, sometimes I pity their parents, not them actually. Because mother promise, definitely they will not get the job. Only listening will never fetch you the job. You have to execute. Spend time with execution. With execution, if you spend time, you will remember the concepts. You can face the interview. Only listening, you will forget in 2 to 3 days. Maximum 4 days. After that, you will forget. But you execute, you do coding, so many errors will come. Each error you rectify, it will go into your subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is permanent mind. See, as a duty, I will tell you, otherwise, your fate. Okay, that's all. Now, let us move on to the next question. Write a Java program to increase the balance of all the accounts by page 1000. Write a Java program to increase the balance of all the accounts by 1000. So increasing the balance means balance should be modified. Okay. I call it as deposit application dot Java. I call it as deposit application dot Java. Okay. Say file, save as. Deposit application dot Java. Before that, all 50,000 only, na? Very good. So Java C deposit application. I cannot execute. Now, first step, establishing the connection. Second step, creating the statement. Here query will change. Na? Depositing, increase the balance by 1000 rupees. It is called update command. Update. Which table? Account table. Which column you have to modify? Set balance is equal to balance plus 1000. Finished. Changing the column value, we call it as update operation. What is the SQL command? Update keyword, space, which table? Account table. Which column you want to modify? Then set command. Set space column name is equal to How do you want to change that? I want to add 1,000 to that column. So balance is equal to balance plus 1,000. A particular account you want to modify or all the accounts? All the accounts. That's all. Okay. So see that line number 9. Main method is calling execute update method on the statement object. Who receives the method call? Driver. Driver translates this call into SQL call. Driver hands over this SQL statement to the DBMS. DBMS, MySQL Server software, will execute this statement. And in the table, in the database table, how many rows are there? 3 rows. Each column will be increased. It means totally, how many accounts are updated? So line number 9, RE, rows affected, is the return type of execute update. Currently, 3 will be stored in that. Line number 10, processing and presenting. So 3 accounts updated. Then once you are done with database operation, close the statement and close the connection. Okay, that's all. Now let me execute. Java deposit application. See, 3 accounts updated. 3 accounts updated. So because we don't believe, na, let us see the database table. See, earlier it was 50,000 each record. Now 51,000. Means program executed successfully. Um, I highly recommend you to execute the programs, please. Okay, better. You will remember the concepts for longer time. With this, for today, my teaching is over. Now, doubt session, please. You can ask the doubts. Please tell your name and ask the doubt.
Yes, my name is Karthik. I have one doubt.
Yeah.
So, uh, like inserting query, you are setting as double. Like you are giving like a integer value,
Hmm.
like long value. How it will be converted into the database as double?
Which one double?
See, in previous program, you
Hmm.
are setting like account number, name, and balance. That balance is 50,000, but you are giving uh, like you are setting as a double value, right?
Yeah.
So after decimal point,
No.
that
Column type is double, na. Therefore, even if you give 50,000, internally, because I have not given any decimal part, by default it will do 00. Why headache of the DBMS server we have to take into our head?
okay,
That's all. Over.
okay.
Yes, please. Other questions?
Yes, sir. I am
Hello, sir.
Sukhmani.
Yeah, please.
Sir,
My
when uh, driver manager dot get connection we are calling, so only three things are required, like
Sir, your
URL.
voice not greatly audible. Please, a bit louder.
Now it is audible.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking driver manager dot get connection we are calling.
Ah,
So we are providing three parameters like
ah,
URL, username, password.
ah.
So uh, while we are writing the program, only these three things required to getting the connection.
Yeah.
And any other thing like in the Spring Boot application, so There
Spring
also,
Boot, it is not relevant here.
yes,
Spring Boot is not relevant here. Please ask Spring Boot there in that class,
no,
please.
my question is how this connection, like from my application, like this editor page, how this connection is getting connected to the MySQL database. So
Huh,
only these things
I
required.
understand. I understand. Actually, you are asking connectivity.
Yes, yes.
Sir, what is your education? Your
Engineering,
MCA or engineering or whatever your education.
engineering,
Sir,
engineering.
engineering.
Yes, yes, yes.
Which branch?
Electronics.
Oh, electronics. Uh, Actually, today I did not explain the meaning of this, right? Did I explain this?
Mm,
No,
no,
I
sir.
did not explain. Had I explained, you would have understood actually. But still, please remember, it is one computer C1, computer 1. In this computer, Java program is running. Okay, Java program is running. And this is another computer, assume that computer is C2. In this computer, database server is running. In one computer, 65,000 odd servers can run.
Yes, sir.
Each server is recognized by the port number 3306. If it
Yes,
is Oracle, it is 1521. If it is web server, 8080. Are you getting, sir? Your
yes, sir.
question is that only.
Yes, sir.
Exactly to MySQL only how it is connecting means that port number 3306. I did not explain that URL actually. Had I explained, you would have understood. So based on this number to that server connection happens, sir. Have you got the
Okay.
point now?
Okay.
Understood or not?
Yeah, means
Every computer, when you are installing MySQL, it is linked to a counter number 3306.
okay.
3306 means only MySQL.
Mm-hmm.
If
If
you install Oracle installation time, it is bound to a counter number called 1521. Based on the port number, which type of server is recognized.
okay. Suppose if port number they change, we are providing same port number. That's why it is getting connected.
Exactly getting connected to that particular software only. That is your question is excellent actually.
Okay.
Port number will decide that, sir.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And uh,
Ask me, please.
and wait, sir. I will ask you again, sir. Wait.
You free, you can. Yeah. Someone, when he was asking, somebody was asking, one girl.
Yeah, yes, sir. My name is Rushali. I have doubt about closing statement. Sir,
Uh,
is there any order of closing or we can
yeah,
write
order
anyone
is there.
first?
First statement should be closed. After that only connection has to be closed. That is a rule. As of now, feel that it is a rule. Why question? Don't think. We'll think.
Okay,
Later
sir.
we'll think. But order is first statement, then connection.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, could you explain line number 59?
Line
There
number?
is 59.
Today first class or all the class you attended, sir?
No, sir. This is a first class.
That is the problem. Okay. Uh,
Actually, I have a doubt about, sir, if you are replace the balance plus 1,000,
uh,
will automatically increment figure, sir. Already
yeah.
stored in the RE statement, sir.
Uh,
In the previous problem. We
uh,
have to update in the previous problem the amount of balance in storing in the RA
Are you
variable.
learning SQL? Are you learning SQL or you don't know?
I have, yes, sir. I have a knowledge of SQL, sir.
Very good, very good. So now tell me, here you have Java doubt or SQL doubt in this 59th line. Your problem is
SQL, sir. SQL, no, sir. Java, sir.
your doubt is SQL.
Java. Sir.
What is Java? What is the Java doubt here?
Line number 59, written in the
You are
balance sheet
asking to
table.
explain. You are asking to explain, not you are asking the doubt. I already explained. What is your doubt?
A small confusion between this, sir. So I again asking again.
Means you are actually doubt session. Doubt should be asked. Again, explain is not a doubt. But still, I will explain. Line number 59. Who is calling whom?
Already we update the amounts balance 50,000. Why written in the
Not
balance?
50,000 updated. 50,000
Sir.
inserted, sir, at that time.
Insert, sir. Update means
Modification.
modification, yes, sir. But I have a doubt in RE only. There is a story in the value in the RIN variable.
Look at this. Look at this. Totally, how many records are there in the table?
3, sir.
3.
3.
Okay, 10,001, 10,002, 10,003. 3 account numbers, 3 accounts are there. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, line number 59. Who is calling whom? Please answer. Who is calling whom? Main method is calling. Which method? Execute update method. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Who will receive this method call? Driver. Driver translates this method call and sends to the DBMS. Finally, by the time it goes to DBM MySQL, this query will go.
Okay, sir.
Not Java method call will go to the DBMS.
Okay, sir.
By the time it reaches MySQL server, Java call will not go to the server. SQL statement will go to the server.
Okay,
Within that
sir.
SQL statement, you understood the point now?
Yes, sir. I have a qualified the doubts.
Okay, yes, please. Any other students? Any other doubts, please?
Sir, my name is Muniraja.
Your name?
Muniraja, sir.
Muniraja. Yes, sir, please.
Line number 58, that is statement is interface.
Sir, I did not tell till now about that.
We create.
I did not explain that. I did not say that that word not till now.
Yeah. That connection that how it will be it will be called internally. How it will be called. How it will be.
Why internally required, sir? Your doubt is 57 or 58?
58, sir. That statement reference variable we create. And again we call with the connection reference variable create statement method. Main method.
No. You are thinking your problem is 58, but first you should understand what happened in 57 first.
Yeah.
So main method is calling which method? Get connection.
Yes, sir.
In the background, which object created? Connection object created. And this is reference. So this is reference.
Reference variable.
Reference variable, or simply we can call it as reference. This reference is pointing to this connection object. Exactly. This round fellow is the object. This box fellow is the reference.
Yeah.
Now, next line. Main method is calling which method? Create statement method on the connection object. This object has so many methods. One method is create statement method.
Yeah.
So when that create statement method is called, internally that method is creating one more object. That object is statement object. The reference is stored here. Okay. So this is a statement reference. So now this reference is referencing this object. Now tell me, this here which object created? Connection object created.
Object is created.
Next line which object created? Statement object created.
Yes, sir.
Who created statement object? Create statement method of connection object created.
Method again create object, sir. That
No, why not? Method creates the object. Who told you? Method only creates the object.
yeah, that is predefined method.
Yeah, internally it is written like. See, here get connection method only, na, creating the connection object in the background.
Yes.
Exactly inside that method only object created, sir.
Okay, sir.
Your problem is
Sir.
employee is equal to new employee. This style is not there, is your worry.
Yeah. Little
That
bit.
is written inside this method. What is the problem for you? That like that.
Yes, sir. Only interfaces cannot create object.
Sir,
But
leave it, sir. Leave that word interface. It can be a class also.
yeah.
Whatever it is. I told yesterday, if you attended yesterday's class, this is called factory design pattern.
Yes, sir. That is class.
Get connection is a factory method. Internally, it is producing the object and returning the reference.
Factory means that is like.
Factory produces products, na? Mechanical factories.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Similarly, this fellow produces objects.
Yeah, okay, sir.
That's why they have given that name. Like, clear?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Thank you.
Right. Any other doubt, please?
Sir, this data source you have not explained, sir. Data source.
What's that?
Data source.
That will come in the last topic in JDBC, not first topic in JDBC, please.
Okay.
Right.
And one more thing, sir. When any data, like I have one database, MySQL database. Suppose in real time, when application is running and I am storing the data in the database, so that time, if that application is developed by me and I'm running in the server, so I can access database also, na, sir? So customer detail I can access, like suppose some customer registered. So I can access with like I have the database is running in our local premises or how it is running. I'm getting confused.
First of all, real time, remote machine, local. These are all unnecessary things to think, sir. I think actually. Your concentration at this stage should be, are you able to perform CRUD operation or not? Please concentrate on that much only, sir. After becoming perfect in these operations, you are able to execute the program. See, this local host word is there, na, sir?
Currently local.
Local host means where client is running, database server also running in the same machine. That is the meaning of the local host. In real time, we give the IP address of the remote machine here.
Yes, sir.
Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
Actually, that's what I did not explain this because it will confuse the people. Like, that's why I'm not touching that. First, confidence will come if we execute and perform the operations. Then we can think a bit technically, slowly. Like,
okay. Let's try. Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Any more question, please?
Sir, this is Rukhsar Khan. Sir, here you increase balance by 1,000. So all columns were increased. So if I want to increase only one column, then what to do?
Not one column, only one record increased. No, all records increased. Not one column, all this is increased, no?
Yes.
You want what? Only particular where class. That's why you have to learn SQL. Where account number is equal to like that. Only that particular account number balance only will be increased, sir. You're asking where class, that's all. Clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Yeah, hi sir, I'm Gangadhar.
Yes, Gangadhar. Please tell me.
Sir, in the 15th line, execute update method is returned to integer, right?
He is returning integer. Exactly.
Yeah, and how will identify the integer? In the balance, it shows double or float, but you can write
That's why
integer.
we should have clarity on the concept. Conceptual clarity, if you don't have, programming clarity will not come. Line number 59. Who is calling whom? Tell me, sir. Line number 59. Who is calling whom? Main method is
Statement method.
calling. No, sir. Main method is calling execute update, not statement is calling. Main method is
Yes,
calling execute update method on the statement object. Who will receive this Java method call? I told so many times, sir. Who will receive this method call? Driver. Yes or no?
Yes.
What does the
Yes, sir.
driver do? Translates the method call into SQL call. Driver will send that SQL statement to DBMS. Now tell me, dear database management system, now MySQL server receives this SQL statement. Understood or not?
Yeah, understood, sir. Got it.
Now MySQL server will execute the query. Tell me how many records are modified in the table? Now, our current example, 3 na? With this query, how many
No, sir.
records are modified, sir?
Only single record, sir.
Not
That
single,
was the
sir.
balance.
3 records modified, na? See that? See here.
Yes, sir. All the records are updated to 50,000.
How many modified?
51,000.
3. How many
3
records
records.
modified? That number it will come, not balance details or double details will come, na?
Yeah, okay. Got it, sir.
So what is the return
Yeah,
type
thank you,
of
sir.
execute update? Integer.
That's total
How
records.
many
That's
records are modified? That number, not balance related values, sir, that is. Like that. Is
yes,
it
sir.
clear?
Got it.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
Sir,
clear. Thank
Yeah.
I
you.
have another doubt in that one.
Please.
Already that record is inserted, right? If
Ah.
we updated that existing record means it will not create a new rows, right? It
Yes.
will updating whatever that existing tables are
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
like that only updating, right?
Only, sir, is it required for a Java professional? Contact database professional for that.
No. I
That's
am
all.
asking
That's all.
related
That's
to
all.
Java.
That's all.
Okay.
It's not related to Java, your question. Right. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
Sir,
sir. Any more
Hello,
doubts? Yes.
sir.
sir,
Yeah.
we are sending data in which format, sir? From the main method to the that driver,
Huh?
like object or any other?
No, sir. Object is not understandable to DBMS. No?
For driver, sir, main method to driver.
Method call. Na?
Method call, sir.
Java method call.
Yeah.
Driver is also Java software only. Object and method only.
Yes, sir. ఇప్పుడు present main method transferring the that call to the driver sending SQL statement to the database software. In which
Yeah. So
format, like
Java
object?
program is sending Java method call to driver.
Method call. That method call means in the form of object, sir.
Sir, method call is in the form of object. Method belongs to object.
That belongs to object. Okay.
Sir, hello, sir.
Sir, in line
Yeah.
number 59, it will returns in the form
Sir,
of
your problem is your core Java problem, sir. It is not advanced Java problem, actually. Okay. Object problem, object understanding problem. Line number 59, who is calling whom?
that execute update method is calling by the main method.
Who is calling means main is calling execute update. On which object it is calling? Statement object. Statement object is the driver.
Yeah.
What? Statement, sir, statement object itself is the driver, part of driver.
Okay, sir.
So how things will come, that's all. Thank you. Yeah, any other doubts?
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I am Ramanjanailu.
Yes, sir.
So in our program, first of all, we connect our Java program into the database
Yes,
server.
exactly.
After that, we can go to the SQL application and create the table and table, sir. Why we not create in Java program only database and tables?
The point is, maybe in your academics, your teachers might have done that. Java program should never submit DDL commands to DBMS.
Okay, sir.
DDL, not movie name.
Data definition language.
Not
Okay.
Hindi movie name. It is DDL.
Data definition language, I know, sir.
Yeah, never ever. Permissions will not be there, sir. Create table, drop table, alter table. These kind of commands, they don't give permissions to Java people. Okay.
So we have to create
Always DML and DRL. These are the only two things. Actually, before Java program starts, database professionals using DDL commands already designed database, they create the tables before you start writing the program. Actually, backend is designed first rather than Java code is written first. Understood, sir? What I said.
Okay, sir. Understood.
That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, please. Any questions?
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah.
So I am Basavaraj.
Yes, please.
55 lines, sir, and declare the main method. So in any programming language, the program execution starts from main.
Contact language class, not advanced Java class, please. Sorry, thank you.
Sir, for that line number 61, 62, if we did not close statement and connection, sir, it will not do for...
You will lose the job. You will lose the job. Why? I will tell in the coming sessions.
I mean, lose the job means session we will lose or what?
You will lose your job. Already you are working as a software engineer, na?
Yes,
they
sir,
will
yes.
remove you from service if you write code without closing it. That's all. Jovially, I am saying, but a technical reason also there for that. In the coming sessions, I will give justification for my statement.
Okay.
Right. Any more questions, please? That's all, sir. Anybody? Most welcome.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Line number
Yes, sir.
59, it will be that driver return the result in the integer. When we want to return the details from the database, like some more all details like name, account.
That will be retrieval time, no, sir. Then select statement time like that only will come, sir. Select statement.
So that is the difference, sir.
At that time we teach na. This is only DML. That is called a DRL, na. How to retrieve data time? Your doubt will be automatically cleared, sir. No problem. Wait for just 2 more days. Okay, sir. That's all, sir. I'm signing off.
Thank you so much, sir.